Good morning, student. In this our course, that is the fundamental of food technology, myself, Professor Ashwini Zothe. Today we are discussing about cooking objective. Cooking. Here is the definition for the cooking. Cooking is the process of subjecting the foods to the action of heat. Is termed as a cooking. This heat may be transferred to the food during the cooking by conduction, convection, radiation, or by the energy or the microwaves. Heat can be also used, that is the electronic heat transfer. Then for the cooking purpose, the water or the steam and the air or the fat or the combination of both these is used as a cooking medium. In case of this, moist heat involves the water and the steam generated from the boiling water. In case of this dry heat, the air or the fat is used for the cooking purpose. Okay. Then food can be also cooked by the use of microwaves. Convection, this is the transfer of heat by the movement of the air or the liquid. Warm air that rises forces the cool air to fall, then displaced back to the top when it heats up, and this process is continuous. Then conduction, this is the heat transfer by the direct contact. Example, cooking of the pancakes in a skillet. Then radiation. This type of the heat transfer method use the infrared rays to strike and the warm the object. For example, the boiler heats the surface of food by the radiation. Here is the objectives of the cooking. First objective is the improve the taste and the food quality. Cooking can improve the natural flavors and the textures of the food. For example, roasting of the groundnut, cooking of the rice, and the roasting coffee seeds improves the flavor of the coffee. Then too much cooking lowers the flavor, as the flavoring compounds are the volatile in nature. The overcooked pulao does not taste the good as well as cooked pulao. Then next objective is the destruction of the microorganisms. The microorganisms are present everywhere, and some are useful in making the curd, cheese, and the bread. Some are harmful and causes the infection or produces the toxin. Example, Clostridium botulinum and the Salmonella are the very harmful bacteria which is present on the raw fruits and vegetables. So some molds produces the toxins, like aspergillus flavors produces the aflatoxin in groundnut, cereals, and the spices. This aflatoxin is a toxic substances produced by this aspergillus, and which having a very which gives the rancidity to the groundnut and the cereals and the spices. One of the most important method of preparation of the food against the harmful microorganism is by the application of the heat. Improves the digestibility. Cooking can soften the connective tissues of the meat and the coarse fibers of the cereals and the pulses and the vegetables, so that the digestive period is shortened and the gastrointestinal tract is less subjected to irritation. Then cooking can also improve the texture and hence becomes the more chewable, like in case of the meat and the some leafy vegetables. It bursts the starch digestion, is easier, rapid, and the complete. Cooking can increases the access to enzymes and improves the digestibility. The next objective of this cooking is the improves the variety. By cooking, same food can be made into various dishes. It can improves the variety to the consumer, Likewise, the rice can be made into various kind of preparation. Like simple rice can be cooked as a plain, or the combination of some vegetable by preparing the pulao, or by the addition of lemon we can prepare a lemon rice, or biryani, or the combination with the pulses or the idli. So this rice can be converted into various other dishes with the combination of vegetables and some pulses. The next objective is the increases the consumption of the foods. Cooking improves the texture and make the food more chewable. Then improvement in a texture and the flavors by the cooking increases the consumption of the food to meet our nutritional requirement. So next objective is the increases the availability of nutrients. Here we can discuss how this nutrient is available by the cooking process. If we considering the raw eggs contain the avidin which binds the biotin, making the biotin unavailable to the body. By cooking process the avidin get denatured and the biotin is available to the body. Then trypsin inhibitor present in the soya beans and duck egg get denatured on cooking, availability of this protein is improved. So this by cooking method these nutrients can be available to our body. Toxin present from khesri dal can also be removed by boiling it and throwing away the water. So these khesri dal also contain a toxin substance which we have to remove by the boiling process. So the cooking increases the quality of the protein by making some amino acids available to the body. The next objective is the concentrate the nutrients. This may be due to the removal of moisture or using the combination of the food due to cooking procedures. We can prepare concentrate foods like the khova, or this by using this khova we can prepare various sweets, or like the preparation of the various sweet material using the sugar syrup. Then next objective is the increases the antioxidant value. Cooked tomatoes are associated with greater health benefits compared to the uncooked because the heating process makes the lycopene more easily absorbed by the body. Lycopene is the pigments present in the tomato reduces the some kind of the cancer. That means this lycopene is essential to our body as it is an antioxidant. So after the cooking process this lycopene pigment is easily available to our body. Here is some limitations for the cooking. The thiamine, that is the vitamin B2, which is the heat sensible, may be lost during the cooking. The water soluble nutrients like vitamin C and the vitamin A are leached into the water during the cooking process. Vitamin A and the content may be reduced due to the oxidation and the heat process. The quality of the protein may be reduced due to destruction of the certain amino acid during the cooking. For example, bread crust has less quality of proteins as compared to inside portion. Then preliminary preparation required for the or before the cooking is first is the cleaning. The term cleaning is applicable to vegetables, fruits and the many other products. It includes the discarded portion which is not acceptable, and also it includes the washing for the cleaning of the dirt, dust present on the upper surface of the fruits and the vegetables. Next to that, the peeling and the stringing. Both these methods involves the removal of the non-edible and the fibrous portion of the fruits and the vegetable, which by which the product or the fruits and vegetable makes more available to consumption. For example, peeling of the banana and the potatoes, stringing of the beans. After the stringing, these beans are cut into small portion and which is available for the cooking purpose. In this picture you can see this cleaning process and the peeling process. Peeling is mainly in case of this your potato, then onion, garlic, we must do the peeling process. The next is the cutting and the grating. This is the dividing food into smaller pieces, thus helping in easy cooking. Apart from the knife, various other machines are used to cut, like the food slicers, chopper, grinder, and the vertical cutters. This by use of these machines or the small kitchen tools, we can cut it or grated the fruits or the some fruit vegetables into small pieces before the preparation of the curry and the vegetables. Next is the sieving. It is the done to remove the coarse fiber and the insect material or the other debris is present in the food items. It is also done in the preparation of the cakes for the blending of the flour with the baking powder. This is also for the preparation of these cakes, then your bread. We required some small amount of these other baking powders, baking sodas, and the other materials or the other flour materials. This can be added by these sieving methods. Then next is the soaking method, done in the water, either plain or the salted with the sodium chloride or the sodium carbonate. In case of these dal preparation, or the dal cooking, we need to soak this dal into water before the cooking. By this soaking method, we can reduces the cooking time and also save the fuel. In this picture, you can see this cutting of these vegetables, then sieving of the flour done by this woman, and the soaking of these chana or the pulses like moog. Thank you.